Next question listed in the practice that I have looks like this. So you'll probably have something similar, if not the same. And simplify the following expression seems to be the directions for all of these in the practice. And as I switch over to my notebook paper again, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to double distribute on this particular problem. And not only are we going to have to double distribute here, but we're going to have to double distribute here. And by the way, double distributive property is also known as FOIL. It just depends on what your Algebra 1 teacher called it. But 3x times 4 is 12x. 3x times negative 9x. Positive times negative is negative. 3 times 9 is 27. X times x is x squared. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. And negative 5 times negative 9x is positive 45x. Same idea on this next problem. 2x times 6x squared. Remember, it's x to the first because this is going to be 12x cubed. We add the exponents. 2x times 5 is 10x. They were both positives. Positive times positive is positive. 1 times 6x squared, again, both positives. So we get 6x squared. And then 1 times 5 is 5. So after all of that, let's find the highest degree term in here, which is 12x cubed. I'm going to write that first. And then let's go minus 27x squared plus 6x squared is minus 21x squared. We've got 12x plus 45x plus 10x, so 55, 67x, it looks like. I hope I added correctly. And then we have minus 20 plus 5, which is minus 15. So there is the answer to this problem. As I flip over to my iPad here. Next problem looks like this. And let me scoot it up here on my iPad a little bit. It says that the isosceles triangle, the triangle shown is an isosceles triangle because the lengths of the two legs are the same. So here's the picture. And then it says, what standard form polynomial expression represents the area of the triangle? Hint, area equals 1/2 base times height. So the bottom line here is that 3g squared minus 6g plus 2, that length here is our base. Our height over here, this length here is the same. So what we're going to do is I've got it written down here mostly. So again, there's our base that's given. We're going to multiply it by our height, which is going to be the same thing. So distributive property. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply it by 1/2. I'm going to multiply everything that's in those two parentheses first. So as we take a moment to do that, what's going to happen now is we're going to have to distribute, and we're going to have to distribute 3 times. So we'll start here. 3g squared times 3g squared is 9g to the 4th. When we multiply, we add exponents. Positive 3g squared times negative 6g. Positive times negative is negative, and we get 18g cubed. Again, that's g to the 1st. We add the exponents. 3g squared times 2, both of them positive. We're going to get 6g squared. So then we're going to do the negative 6. Negative 6g, we're going to distribute that. Be careful with the signs. Negative 6g times positive 3g squared. Negative times positive is negative. 6 times 3 is 18. G to the 1st, g to the 2nd gives us g cubed. Negative 6g times negative 6g. Negative times negative is positive. 6 times 6 is 36. G times g is g squared. Negative 6g times 2 is negative 12g. We have to do multiplication one more time. I'm going to switch colors here for a second. We're going to have to distribute here, and here, and here, distributing the 2. Luckily it's positive 2, so it's 2 times 3g squared is 6g squared. Positive 2 times negative 6g is negative 12g, and positive 2 times positive 2 is positive 4. So again, we're finding the area of the triangle, and 9g to the 4th is going to be our highest degree term. We've got minus 18g cubed here, which is minus 36g cubed. We've got 6g squared and 36g squared and another 6g squared, so 48g squared, negative 12g and negative 12g is negative 24g, and then we have plus 4. But after we've multiplied all that, remember, I haven't touched the fact that this is 1/2 based on height. So we have to distribute the 1/2 to all of these terms, and it's all good except for the first one, but 1/2 times 9, the program, at least from my end, did 9/2. It's the same thing as 4.5, 4.5. I'm not sure if the program will mark that wrong or not. 1/2 times negative 36 is negative 18. 1/2 times 48 is 24. Half of 24 is 12, and half of 4 is 2.